I've always been a busy person. I can also see it in my son that he's...
Does it take after you?
Yeah, that's the beauty about living, you know, being like a creator. That's like something that's really dope.
I'm nervous. Like, let's take... And it's about being real in yourself,
just to
right?
relax, yeah.
Like, we're not, hey, man.
Yeah.
We're big brand.
Yeah.
We're important. We care, but, you know. But when you're going on a date, when you're going for a job interview, look like a soccer jersey.
Yeah. You see, that's where my wife comes in.
She helps you out.
Yeah.
She puts you guys together.
Marriage it's challenging, man, but it's amazing.
I think you guys have always been decent gents. Like, you've always been decent human beings.
Yeah, I think the love we have for each other is like very, very, very brotherly. Our journeys were not the same. That's why there's times that we didn't talk, you know what I'm saying, which is understandable. You know? They were on their own journey. I was on my own journey.
Hello, everybody. Dumelang. Thank you for tuning in, wherever it is that you're tuning in from. Thank you for all the engagement, all the support, all the feedback. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the subscriptions. Let's continue to grow our family. Today, I've got a dear friend of mine.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is crazy.
Nervous. We're both nervous. Don't worry.
Nervous. I'm in front of a camera.
It's just you speaking to me.
Yeah, but it's in front of the camera.
Focus on me. Leave all these things that are behind us.
Okay, cool.
Ofentse Rangaka, welcome.
How's it, hopes?
I'm good. Don't call me that.
Sorry.
No. You realize I don't know that name. That name is gone.
Yeah.
That name is gone.
Okay.
Lon, and you're one of the people that gave me those names. What's up? Wait, Nabuki, yeah.
Sorry.
It's a horrible.
It's like me getting Offie. I don't know how I got that, but
I made you as Ofi.
You see?
Who gave you that name?
I don't know, actually. Hey. I think it might be Lele. I'm not sure. But I know I got it only after Northcliffe, when I got a note.
I don't like nicknames. Do you like nicknames?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's like, it represents a different character, different person.
Hoop singing.
Person. Yeah, different person.
Yeah, gang hoops.
Man, come on, hoops. Hoopla hoop. Come on. I don't know. It just gel the time. It's like, that's what we can call you.
No.
Because what's short for Hopulang?
No, why must we shorten the name is always my argument and question.
We have to.
Why?
That's a nickname.
No.
Come on, that's why.
Names have such a weight and a significance.
Yeah, but that's for your family.
You are my family.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when you're at home, you know? When you're with your friends, imagine now, Leila calling my friends Ofentse. Like, for me, yeah, that's weird, bruh.
So I must call you Ofi on this episode.
That's fine, whatever.
Let me introduce you properly.
Yeah.
Ofentse Ofi is your husband. You are a father. You are the founder of Bro Beans Studios. You are a digital creator, a graphic designer, art director, videographer, photographer, and you now have a YouTube channel.
Which has nothing on it. Congratulations.
It's going to come. It's going to come.
Yeah, it will, definitely.
But you do a lot of things. You've worked with so many brands, you know.
Yeah.
I would say to the audience, if you've watched the podcast, if you've seen an ad, if you've seen anything digital, if you switch on your phone and you see something, Bro Beans is probably involved, or you've been involved in some capacity, yeah?
Yeah. I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Don't be humble, Mona.
I like to think so, man. I'm trying, I'm pushing. I'm learning. Let me say that.
And you've always been a hard worker.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I get that from my dad and my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just seeing them just work hard.
What did they do? Or what do they
My
do?
mom worked in Standard Bank. My dad worked at Mnet.
Okay.
Yeah. Funny enough, my aunt was telling me the other day when they came to visit that I'm doing something similar which my dad was doing because he was a editor at Mnet.
Okay.
So it was like kind of like dope knowing that I share that with my dad. So
Did you not know that?
it didn't like sync.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like digital, I'm just in my own sort of space and it's like, yo.
Yeah.
But when my aunt mentioned it, it's like you and your dad do actually the similar thing. I was like, oh,
yeah.
actually, you know. So that's been pretty dope. It's something that I I really enjoy knowing that I share that with him. You know, we went to the same paths not knowing, you know, yeah.
So in your mind, or just in your journey, when you reflect on it, where does this creative talent come from? Because you've always been creative. You mean you when I met you Lebolele and kind of, what was your guys' name? The crew. What was the name? You guys were promoting Brick City.
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh my gosh!
You see, because I was like, if I come here, you know my life. That's the thing.
Can expose.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Brick City.
Well, it's equal. I mean, you. This is where hoops comes from. You know what I mean? But from the jump, when I met you, you've always had like this creative mind, this energy about you. Also, you're very like energetic.
I know. Hey, and
where does that come from?
So, I actually don't know, hey. I honestly don't know. But maybe I think because when between my parents, I'm the only child. So, I think I've always been a busy person. I can also see it in my son that he's...
Does he take after you?
Yeah, I can tell like he's very, you know, energetic and stuff, you know. So, I think for me it's just ambition and just like if I enjoy something, I really enjoy it, you know what I mean? And I just want to live it through, like, my purpose. I feel like if certain things are, like, my purpose, I'll just want to do it. Yeah, I've always enjoyed creative, even in school. Any other subject, I've fallen asleep in class besides art.
So you've always known, like, you know, that typical question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Have you always known that you're going in a art-directed...
Yeah. I've always loved creative fields, art, anything that has to do with creative music, fashion. Not the greatest dresser, but I just seeing people, you know, create anything that you have to create. I feel like I get drawn to, you know. I feel like that's the beauty about living, you know, being like a creator. That's like something that's really dope.
And now you have is this your merch, right?
Yeah, that's my
artistic hue.
Yeah,
these are so cool.
Thank you.
I'm also wearing. Well, mine isn't merch. I call it my uniform for the episode.
But at least you have to start somewhere to understand.
Maybe one day.
Exactly, you know. This is my merch. Started it like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Wanted to try something new. You know, like I said, I love creating. I'm not the greatest dresser. I don't know how to dress.
Why do you say that?
I don't know how to dress, bro. I think people like know how to dress. Like people know how to like dress. Yeah. You know.
Like put a. Kimang, the podcast that you record, Zinger.
You see, Zinger knows
Zinger dresses.
You see, Buddha knows how to dress. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So there's a difference. I'm a casual
in style.
I don't even have style. I don't think I even have style. Okay. That's what I'm saying. There's people who have, you know what I'm saying, but I've enjoyed it to. I'm like a plain body. I like plain palettes. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not like a fashion.
So you don't experiment.
Nah.
I think they're like in the industry. There are certain guys you can see they think about.
Yeah.
This outfit was thought about.
You know.
Yeah.
Like guys like Caddy from YFM.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't know how that guy does. Like Percy. People have met. I was like, how did these people?
Yeah.
Stay. You know. Align. Put it together. So I'm not the type of person. I like to. Just put on, go.
You put on, you exist, you go.
Oh, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? So that's type of the clothes that I'm also creating. You know, I just like one palette, one color. Do you know what I'm saying? Dress up quickly, but you still look good. You know, you can add just your accessories and stuff. You know? So it's mostly for people like me who I hope they are there. Well, I know that they're there because the guys in my family can't dress. Yeah, so shout out to them.
You have a niche. You have a niche. Yeah. Look, I don't think if just because you don't dress a certain way doesn't mean you don't know how to dress. Perhaps dressing is about personality and expression, right?
True.
There are people like my tomboy side. As you can see, it's the hoodies, it's calm. Like I don't have many days where I can say, oh my gosh, I have the time or the desire sometimes. Head to toe, right?
I've never had that day even once.
No? Okay.
I only do it now because I'm married and, you know, want to put effort, you know. my wife is a dresser.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And your wife is stunning.
So
you must represent.
Shout out to you.
Are you those guys that on a date? Oh, you know what annoys me? As much as no, I can dress. I think when I have my days where I put myself together, I can put myself together. But you know what my pet peeve is?
What?
If I go on a date and you guys come there with your soccer jerseys, that is the laziest.
I don't want soccer.
But you know those guys? No, even that is fine.
Yeah.
Your plain shirt, pants, and shoes. That is an outfit.
Yeah.
Where you look fine.
Oh, not
you
just clap.
No, not these guys on a date. The soccer jerseys turn like they drive me crazy.
But what if that's his thing?
Kiruna, we're going on a date, Ofi. And that's what you... That's like me coming in a hoodie. That's like me going on a date like this.
True. There's rules. If you see dating,
like what are you saying about the person you're hanging out with? I don't even think you're important enough to put an effort.
Nah, true. Yeah, you can't come.
This here on this episode, we're chilled. Like Blooming Butterfly, I want people to be relaxed. You see how nervous you are. Everybody always comes here nervous. I'm nervous. Like, let's take... And it's about being real in yourself, right?
Relax, yeah.
Like we're not, hey man.
Yeah.
We're big brand.
Yeah.
We're important. We care, but you know. But when you're going on a date, when you're going for a job interview, look like a soccer jersey.
Yeah. You see, that's where my wife comes in.
She helps you out.
Yeah.
She puts you guys together.
She helps.
And when I see
what
you guys
are we dressing?
out,
I say, what are we dressing?
And you guys match. You're always coordinating.
I'd rather. Because if she leaves it up to me, I am. So I'd rather coordinate with her to understand what she...
How's married life?
Marriage it's challenging, man. But it's amazing. Because on a spiritual sense, for me, it's been like a very, very great journey. I was speaking to Lele the other day. He was telling me that how, me and Ernest have changed, you know. So he's like, yo, you guys have been saved by Jesus. I was like, damn, dog.
What happened?
Hey, damn, dog, come on.
Yeah.
You know? So being married is very you need to understand what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? I have conversations with my wife, even till today, just about marriage. Do you know what I mean? Because in my world, I'm still learning, and I'm not saying what I'm saying is the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning with my wife, you know what I'm saying? But it's just learning together, you know. I enjoy learning with her, you know. So having a partner in that sense of to navigate certain things with, you know, is pretty dope, because we are very, very opposite. You know, my wife is an introvert, I'm an extrovert, you know. She's more at home, I'm more outside, I've got more energy, you know. So I was telling her, for me, the reason why I feel like we're together also sometimes is she really brings me down, you know. Because like you said, since you made me, I've been high energy. I'm on one gear, let's go. Do you know what I mean? So she's told me a lot about just calming down, you know. She grounds me. She grounds me really, really well, you know. And that's one thing I really, really love about our marriage, you know. And that's one thing I need, you know, sometimes to be like, yo,
you yang, that says, let's get a balance now.
Remember to relax, remember to slow down. Not everything has to be done now, you know, because I'm that type of person, you know.
Lele is one of his close friends.
Yeah.
Just so, as we keep talking about Lele, right? From childhood already.
Yeah.
Was he, when he made that statement, was he shocked that you got married?
He wasn't shocked. I don't think he was shocked.
Because it doesn't surprise me that you got married.
I think everybody's shocked because I got married first.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you've always been a relationship guy.
Yeah, because I was mostly maybe in a relationship guy, but in the sense of...
The Dream Stream Studio in Randburg is a full-service studio on Bromfisher Drive. It's perfectly suited for podcast, music recordings, and general video recordings. Backed up by an experienced editing and production team means you can walk in, record, and walk out knowing that everything will get done as you require. Our mobile gear ensures we can cover your video and live streaming needs on location too. We got the cameras, the lights, and the action to make you and your brand shine. Contact us now, studio@dreamstream.co.za, and we'll make it happen. Dreamstream, a place to create yourself.
Everybody was like, I was the one throwing the parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, I had so many friends, So it's just like everybody thought, nah, this guy's never going to be serious. Maybe, I don't know. But I thought Lele would be there first because Lele's loving.
Be the first.
Yeah, Lele's generally Lele's a loving guy.
Well, you guys as a childhood group were. I mean, I think I want to say it without exposing people's lives.
Not
but
the one that they'll be watching it. They'll be like, "Hey, what is this one?"
then we're on my fault. No. But I think kids will be kids, and you guys lived as boys will live, right? But I think you guys have always been decent gents. Like, you've always been decent human beings.
Yeah, I think the love we have for each other is like very, very, very brotherly.
Yeah.
Even though there's times where we didn't speak to each other and stuff, but till today we can still reconnect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's things that we know we can call out from each other. I know there's certain things they don't like about me. There's certain things they don't like about certain person. You know what I'm saying? But we've built that type of relationship, and I think that it's taught us to grow as boys. Even as men, because I have a son now. Like I was saying, when they were at my house, I was like, yo, you need that support. It's no more just like, yo, let's go out, let's do this. You come to a different chapter in your life, and because I was there first also, our journeys were not the same. That's why there's times that we didn't talk, you know what I'm saying, which is understandable. They were on their own journey, I was on my own journey, you know what I mean. And we weren't understanding as much of each other because we're so used to the one side of
being
each
on
other.
the same
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
So with that it's built a very, very, also I think we needed that time also, to be honest, to be apart from each other. I think there's a lot of people who are like, yo, we don't see you guys hanging with, I think we needed that also to kind of go on our individual, paths. Maybe also for me, maybe let me speak for myself, to get that time to like, okay, who am I and who am I without them?
Right.
Who am I when I'm by myself? Who am I with different people? You know what I'm saying? So that has really taught me to like stick with them, because wherever I go, I have no other friends like them. That's one thing that has taught me, in my journey. Yeah.
And I mean, that touches on like longevity of brotherhood, but also longevity of friendships, the grace that friendships and relationships need to have. I think a lot of times my friends and I speak about friendships and brotherhood, especially Black men. Right? I think there's an importance in a brotherhood for you guys. Not that other races don't need it, but I think in the Black community, vulnerability, love, those sort of things that humans need aren't. We're speaking about it more now, but it's not in our history that was a thing you'd advocate for because you would be criticized or teased, right? But you and your friends, my observation has been that's always been there. This is why you say I can call you out. I mean, I've seen you guys call each other out. But then in adult friendships, when you go in different directions, it takes a sort of grace to let Ofi grow, let Lele grow, and then get to come back. Right? It also takes conversations, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And like, I think you put it well, man. Grace, man.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I had to also learn, in life. Like, grace is such as not just a word, and I think that we've given each other that grace to, do what you have to do, Yes, we might fight, we might argue, but when we're together, it's like nothing's ever happened. We really enjoy being with each other, no matter if one is fighting with the other, but when we're together, we really enjoy being with each other. Yeah.
Now, what did you need to go and do in that break? What did you get from that break?
I think I needed to find myself. Yeah, I think, and I had this conversation with Lele one time. I think through that period, I had to go through a lot, you know? I had to just really go through a process of really finding myself. And I got to a point where it's just like, yo, this is actually who I am, and this is the friends that I need to be with. You know, these are the people, no matter how much we go through, but these are the people that I know. Like, you know, I don't have to hide myself, you know, I don't have to pretend, you know. But I had to go through a journey where, like I said, I was born the only child, you know. I feel like I was so dependent on being around people, you know, that I used it as my vice, you know. Oh, I need to be with every weekend with Lele or with friends, because even in my family, that's what I did, you know. Every holidays I'd go to my grand because my cousins are there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that state of always want to be with people. So I think I had to learn not to be dependent, you know,
on people,
to myself, you know, to just like, you know, reconnect with Ofentse, you know.
So I mean, this is a conversation then about identity, right? And I think as a mom, I get a lot of pressure. When are you having another one? You know, the child gets lonely. I'm like, it's like, has she said then she's lonely? Is that a real thing? Was that a real thing for you? Or were there other things that impacted this journey of who am I? Let me find my identity.
I think every child wants to find their identity, even when you have siblings, right?
Yeah.
So I think everybody wants to find who they are, you know. I think in my instance, I wouldn't say it's my identity, but what I feel like what I did wrong was in my journey is loving everybody. I'm from because my parents are divorced now, right? So when they were not divorced, when they were together, my household, loving. I've got two genuine loving parents. Do you know what I'm saying? So because I was the only child, I was bombarded with love.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I was telling my wife about it. I feel like that's how I perceive the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody is cool. Everybody is...
Like you love on people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's cool. Hey, even if I meet you today, yo, we chat for the day. I'm likely to be your friend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because of how I was raised, you know, just from loving family, you know. But when reality hit me, when you started living by yourself and started going through your own journey, you're like, yo, that's not how the world operates. You know,
It doesn't always give back.
It doesn't always give back.
Give.
You know what I'm saying? You can give as much, but it doesn't always give back. You know what I'm saying? And I found myself at certain moments, I started blaming my friends, you know, to be like, yo, but y'all are not visiting, y'all are not doing this. But as I grew, being by myself, like, yo, because you're so used to when you're by yourself, you know, they are always there. You're forgetting that all my friends, if you think about it, all my friends have siblings out of all my boys. Yeah. So, hindsight, whatever they go through, likely they're about to tell their sibling. Do you know what I'm saying? Where if I had to go through, like I'm saying, I had to call Lele. So, I had to learn to distance myself to like, yo, I have to learn this to do this by myself, because I don't want him to also feel guilty about not maintaining a friendship. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm in a state. Do you know what I'm saying? Yo, you're not there, man. What's going on? But he's also going through his own things. Do you know what I'm saying? But what's nice about him, he's got a sibling to offload. You know what I'm saying? Where I didn't have, where I took that and started blaming also friends, like, my friends don't want to hang. My friends want to chill.
I think it's like...
In my mind. I'm just saying in my mind.
I hear you. I mean, I think there's two ways to look at it, right? I hear the part where I suppose then, hey, these elders are a bit right. Maybe there is a loneliness or an isolation aspect to being an only child. I don't think the prize is to have a sibling. I mean, there are some other people with siblings, they'll tell you a different story, right? I think it can go either way. But what I'm hearing from your story is your friends then are your family, and they became family, right?
Yeah.
But because you had so much love poured into you, there was something of an expectation back that maybe exceeded the capacity that people can realistically give. Like now that you're a dad and now that you are a husband, you have less capacity for us. Do you get what I mean? Not because you don't love us, not because you don't want to pour into us, but it's just the capacity thing. So you're friends with siblings, with other people in their lives. the lesson there was, okay, I also need some self-reliance that you've never had to maybe navigate as an only child.
Yeah. And I saw that also with my son. That's when I started seeing, like, my son is a loving
Of course,
kid,
because you and your wife are the
same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so the household, even just being with family, he loves being with family. Okay. If you have to do things, he'd rather be with family than go be with friends. Do you know what I'm saying? And that also scares me because I also tell him, I was like, that's not how the world operates.
How does the world operate? What has been?
I think there's a lot of expectations in our heads. We put a lot of expectation in our heads, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame the people, you know what I'm saying? Because your household is your household. That's how you perceive world, you know what I'm saying? But it's not reality. You know what I mean? The world is separated with people who haven't lived in a household with two parents. They don't know how the world operates. Do you know what I'm saying? They operate from a different lens. You know, we all have different perspectives, you know, from the world, you know. You were raised, you know, mostly by your mom, you know what I'm saying? You have a different perspective. I have a different perspective if two parents together, you know. But now my parents are divorced. I see a similarity to, oh, my mom's single now, or my dad is single. You know, I have more grace towards my dad. I have more grace towards my mom. Do you know what I'm saying? But when they were together, it's like, you know, so perspective for me, that's what I'm saying. It's so important. I never try like judge or try to like, yo, but for instance, this is how the world is. It might work like this now. Do you know what I'm saying? But 2 months down the line, it's different. You know, I know where now to pour my love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. My son and my wife, that's where I pour my love. You know, Lele, my best friend. Yo, I'm going through this. You know, so there's different pockets where I know, okay, for instance, now it's not about going out and meeting up how I used to have many friends and say, yo, you love all your friends, but you know, that's a different type of love. You know what I mean? So I mistook that as a child, you know, where I feel like love for me is one thing, it's one facet, it's one faced, you know. So when probably somebody else says I love you, it means something to me to what it might mean to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to kind of like separate and escape from that type of world.
So if you were to summarize, because we were talking about identity, the offense then, and then he goes through
whatever he's gone through.
Whatever he's gone through, and if you were to say who's offense now?
It's still the same. It's still the same, brah. I won't lie. Offense is still the same. Still the same guy, man.
Yeah.
I think he's learned like not to over love, but love, dog.
Okay. So he has boundaries now.
Yeah. I think that's what I didn't have. A lot of boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because I have so much love that I forget my boundaries. Do you know what I mean? I get to a point where people can like disrespect the bra. It's cool, you know. Even if I know that's disrespect, I'm like, because I'm not that type of person. But if I get there, I'm the opposite of love. You know what I'm saying? I'm both extremes. I'm very extremely loving. You know, when I'm upset and angry, I'm very extreme. You know what I'm saying? So I choose offense that brothers, happy that's loving. You know, just want to pour out love, be around good people. That's it. You know.
Boundaries protect you and the other person.
Yep.
Right?
That's what I had to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not always fun, but it's a form of self-love and self-care. It's not selfish. It's healthy to say no, and it's healthy to be able to receive a no. Because people who love and overlove and just pour, you get to a point of resentment, for sure. And you get to a point where you say, after all I've done for you, right? And the world will say, who asked you? I didn't ask you to give me. I didn't. And the world often doesn't ask, but it will take. And I always say it will take as much as it needs and wants until you say it's enough. So I'm hearing a part of you that has learned to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And also evaluate definitely who deserves how much of your pouring.
Yeah. And I think I learned that from you know Ernest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very...
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very boundary.
Yeah.
So I learned that from him to like, yo, sometimes it's not even about who you are or just because we've known each other, you know what I'm saying? But what I love about him, he explains to me, yo, dude, that's what I'm saying. The people that I have around me now, it's just like, I know, you know, where to go. I know when Ernest is tired. I know when, you know, it's not just like...
And you have to, you do have to
know?
communicate.
Yeah,
you don't just ghost people or
you
just
know what I'm saying? So
disappear.
that's what I love about the Ofentse then and Ofentse now, you know. I don't take things as personal, you know.
Okay.
It might, I'm like, yo, damn.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not nice getting a boundary. Because you stop
you
know what I mean?
But you send to and it makes the relationship better.
Yeah.
You know, if you really care about the relationship. Yeah.
Because I also want you to be well.
Facts.
Right? So, going back to the creativity, that comes with, I mean, off air, we were talking about you never wanting to go back to a 9 to 5. You're also entrepreneurial, right? You've always been.
Yeah.
I think you've always been. Brick City is because you guys are entrepreneurial and it just evolved into Bro Beans.
Yeah.
When I heard that I was like, of course, makes sense.
Yeah, I love it.
What is it about business? And when you said, I'll never go back to a 9 to 5.
Okay. Business, shout out to my grand because I think that's been in our family. Okay. So my grand had a shop back in Rustenburg. Still, the shop is still there. Okay. So that's still one thing that she's kind of like instilled in us. You know, we used to work there when we were young, you know.
What does she sell?
Dude, she had like a shop, hey?
Like Dijon?
Yeah.
Oh, Dijon, like a spaza shop?
Not like a spaza, like a...
grocery shop?
Yeah, people can come get groceries.
Oh, okay.
Rice and stuff, you know?
Right.
So I think that instilled that, you know. And I think just also watching my parents work, man. You know? And I didn't want that for myself. I don't want that for myself.
Watching your parents work 9 to 5.
Yeah, I wanted time.
Yeah,
I'd rather have time with my family. I'd rather have time with my son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe it's a trauma reaction because my dad worked. Do you know what I'm saying? And I get it, you know. But I think I enjoy the fact that I got to see him work because it's still that in me. You know what I mean? But I think I've got the pleasure to cut my time to like, yo, not every rand has to be chased.
Fair.
Not every rand has to be chased, eh?
When did you learn that in your entrepreneurial journey? Because I think when
I could spend time with my son.
Okay.
When I could say to this job, nah, it's okay.
And was it at a point where you had money or?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
So it's
I'm still surviving. I'm still on surviving terms. I'm still on, but I can. Monday, my wife goes to work. Let's say we're going away somewhere, you know. Monday, my wife goes to work. I have the option to work online or I'm just going to work today. I'll work later. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted. Time. I just honestly just wanted time because I just felt I was putting so much time into other people's brands where I could try focus on mine and build something.
Yeah, time is a very... I think it's the top
Come on.
commodity, yeah?
Is it the only precious thing
if you can own your time, I think you've won.
Time.
For me, that's how I define success.
That's all I just want, my time.
A lot of people define success with money, right? And I suppose money gives you time.
Yeah.
But if I can own my time, oh man, then I know that I'm
money, to get money, maintain money, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's very hard to... If your money motivates, cool. I want money also. Yeah. But money is not my biggest motivator.
Okay.
You know?
Time,
bro.
Family time.
People want to earn 80K. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What do you want with 80K? I just want 80K. Okay, but what do you want with 80K, bro? I want to buy that couch for 20K. I'm like, dude.
You know what it is for me? Like, I like nice things. Yeah. And that's part of why I want money. I do like nice things.
Yeah.
I want my car. I want my house. I want my clothes. I want my perfume. I want my watches.
I can't maintain
I want my hair.
I can't maintain that.
But I also want not to worry about the lights being on and not having to wake up because I'm trying to keep the lights on.
So in real world, don't you think you have to choose?
Don't
you
what do you mean choose? Choose what?
there's the nice things
Yeah.
that you want, that you work for, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, cool, I want that. And the time, right? Because for me, I feel like it's either or, right?
You feel like you can't have the nice things without time.
Nah. If you have the nice things, if you have a BMW and a big house and you know
have
what I'm
to
saying,
work to maintain
you
those
working,
things.
bruh. Do you know how much the 3 million rent house is? Just a 3 million rent house.
I hear you.
Working.
I hear you.
Monday to Monday, you're the one crying, you're my boss, oh my gosh. But month end when it goes clink clink, you are.
But this is where the entrepreneurial part comes in, right? Because if I think of like the big dogs, people with like the big bucks, right?
They
worked.
Yeah, they work.
But now they have us working for them.
Yeah, but
So
the
they have
pressure,
time. And they have the nice. You don't think so?
pressure. Because I also thought that, right? Sharp, you might have the time to alleviate certain things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But you're forever working.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to do the admin anymore.
No.
You know, as now you want to run production, you just want to come in.
I don't want to be booking my own clients.
Yeah.
Cool.
You
cool.
know, exactly. that's what, for me, that's what I want money to do for me.
Yes.
I want it to help me. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got my house here. I've got my car. I'm not saying I want a Porsche. I don't want, nah. Hey, baby.
Speak that into existence,
No,
man.
yeah, you know,
You
then.
do want a Porsche.
Hey?
You do want a Porsche.
Nah, not really.
No.
I think because I've worked in advertising, I know what they sell. Dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah, man. Advertising is. That's why I think I have an urge of going back to advertising.
School me, right? So a lot of people who are in advertising, who are in marketing, also study psychology
Yeah.
to understand how to get us to be attracted to these things, right? What are you
It's
guys?
a beautiful science. Till today, I'm just like, how do people fall? Like,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful science.
What? Tell us. Tell on them. What?
Well,
what are they
everybody,
selling us?
everybody, man, sells. Like you say, you want nice things, but you don't know nice things until somebody tells you it's a nice thing,
Fair.
right?
Fair.
That's all I have to do.
Yeah. How did
That's an
I
accident.
just? Is it always? How did I decide that
Why
I
is-
like watches
It's the ads that they play you, right? Rolex and stuff.
and telling
If
us
you-
that
'cause-
that's more important than the other one?
You know, and if you understand, that's what I'm saying. I love creating. You know, like creating merch. You know, you understand what goes behind. Oh, this thing actually costs this much. You see the whole thing with China and the whole Louis Vuitton brands thing was like, that's exactly what it is. What you do is how you package. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in advertising, if I've sold you this Rolex watch, a watch is, if you really think about it as a human, a watch is a watch is a watch.
It just tells time.
Yeah. What do you want with the watch? To tell time, right? Here, watch. Temu, bruh.
Yeah.
I liked it because nice design.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
I buy for, it's a nice design.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a watch. How many watches do I need? I need one watch. Okay,
Yeah.
sharp. You see? Clean. I move on. Now, there's people who, and maybe because I don't have money, hey guys, you might say, no, I'm not chilling. That's why. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
If you had the money.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I've never been a branded person. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying, even with my friends, you know they from a good brand, but you've never seen them splurge. They've never been,
There's a psychology behind it, though.
you know? No, there is.
There's definitely a psychology behind why I want to Louis Vuitton this and I want to, Rolex that and
You tell us, what is it?
I want to get into trouble.
You're in trouble. Nah.
No, but
School us.
I think it's different for each individual. Like, I think it is an important question to ask what role is that thing playing, right? So, for example, somebody asked me, let me talk about this podcast. Somebody asked me why I don't dress up more, right? And I was like, it's because it's not who I am. They're like, but you going into an industry where image sells. I hear that. One, get me a stylist that I can afford. I can't even afford my own friends. Carrie's a stylist. She costs money, bruh. Right?
Carrie's
So from
money, man.
So from a business perspective, yes, I'll get there one day. We're growing. But from a comfort level and a psychological level, I'm actually comfortable with myself. I like Mika Sharp.
And that's how,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you tune in, at some point in the episode, I hope you look past my hoodie And whether I am in makeup this or makeup that, I have that side of me. I definitely, I'm that person to some degree. But for me, it's about, I've done enough work on myself to like me. And maybe it comes from a history of, there was a point in my life where I didn't like me.
Yeah.
There was a point in my life where there were insecurities. The brand itself is about coming to yourself, growing, and being authentically you, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I need a Rolex watch to make me feel like I belong or get sharp,
I'll tell people she's lying.
psychologically, there's something there that you need to ask yourself a deeper question about. Do I think society, majority of us, have capacity, time, or emotional strength to ask ourselves those questions? As a psychologist, most people know. This is why a lot of people are growing into getting into psychology and going to see a therapist and look in the mirror and ask important questions. It's a painful thing.
And therapy is nice, man.
Are you in therapy?
Yeah, I would go to therapy with my wife. Therapy is nice. I enjoyed it. I wish I had money to go. Like,
Yeah.
therapy is dope.
What was helpful about it, and what did you like about it, and what didn't you like about it?
The Dream Stream studio in Randburg is a full-service studio on Bromfisher Drive. It's perfectly suited for podcast, music recordings, and general video recordings. Backed up by an experienced editing and production team means you can walk in, record, and walk out knowing that everything will get done as you require. Our mobile gear ensures we can cover your video and live streaming needs on location too. We got the cameras, the lights, and the action to make you and your brand shine. Contact us now, studio@dreamstream.co.za, and we'll make it happen. Dreamstream, a place to create yourself.
Therapy taught me accountability.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly. That's why sometimes I can have arguments with a lot of people. It's like, dude, you just don't want to be accountable. You know? Sometimes like certain arguments would rile me up because I'm like, yo, but you keep throwing things at me. It's like, I hear you. I'm accountable. I will. You know, I'm sorry if I hurt you. You know, I've learned to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Not to hide from
Yourself.
from myself. You know, I think even in business, that's what it taught me. You know, dude, be accountable. You know, even if it's the team that rolled up, you have to be there taking the punches.
Was that something that
For the
was
team.
missing before?
Accountability. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't think I've been in positions where I had to be as much as accountable, because, like you're saying, you've known me, bruh, for long, and I've been with my guy friends or chilling with you guys in Kia. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a brotherhood, sisterhood that was dope. As like, if we were going out of path, we had a Kia to say, but what you guys did there was wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think it wasn't hard for me to face accountability because of the friends that I keep. Do you know what I mean? It's not that.
So when you say therapy taught you accountability,
It taught me to kind of like be more vocal about it. I am not being told, yo, but dude, what you did was wrong. Yeah, okay, yeah, I hear you.
okay.
You know, sometimes it's just I hear you. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
didn't know. I didn't understand. You know what I mean? Just to say it out instead of keeping quiet. That's why it's taught me to
Okay.
speak up about it, even if it hurts me. Like, about this person, you know, because you don't know what it does for that other person. You know,
And these are how hard was that?
it's hard even till today.
Yeah. It's hard. And this is why we will buy things. Because the things help us not have to deal with the actual foundational things that are going on.
Yeah.
Right? The wounds that are going on. So, and it's not to say don't like nice things, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like your nice
true.
things.
Yeah.
But I saw a post the other day. Do you want the life you want because you want it? Or do you want it because you saw somebody else have it?
Exactly.
Right? And the hard question there would be, why?
Exactly.
What does it give you to want that life? Anyway, I digress. We can get into a whole session, a therapeutic session.
I like the therapy, the mind thinking things. That's my type of stuff, man.
So why don't you study psychology? Just for
and monies.
The money.
And I don't like school.
Do you know what? But it goes hand in hand in what you do, because you're creating, you're understanding. I think it would complement your ad experience.
But I like talking to a human. I don't like studying psychology. I like real life experience.
Well, you don't have to study it. You could read the books.
I don't like reading.
Audiobooks. Hey.
Nah, bro. Audiobooks. Nah. I like experience, man. I like, you see, like this. Talking to me like, yeah, she gave me something to think about. Damn, I don't think about that. You know, I don't want to audiobook, pre-recorded stuff. Come on. You don't even know my real life. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So I like situations so that if I ask, because I can't ask an audiobook, oh, so in this situation, how did you handle it? You see now. I'm good with that. I like real human interactions, conversations.
How has that been in business? Like, what have been the highlights of being in business, and what have been the lows?
Highlights of being in business.
Because you work with people, yeah.
Highlights of being in business is being in business. Still having business.
Yeah.
That's the highlights, you know. Every job that you get, man, just enjoy it, you know. That's the highlight, man. You know, working with brands that you never thought that you'd work with, and you're like, man, damn, did I actually push work to actually, you know.
Which one is that for you?
Like YFM is,
yeah,
for me, was something big for me, because like, man, this is a childhood brand I used to, you know. Working with like Sabi, that was dope, you know. So there's a lot of brands that I'm just like, whoa, man. Even with Buddha, you know, just like, bro, you my peer, wants to watch you on TV, you know what I'm saying? Just like, for me, it's so surreal. It's like, this is my reality, you know. So I don't take it for granted. I really just like, I try my best to like, I gotta stay grounded and just make sure this works, you know. So it's taught me to just like, be yourself, man, you know. Be yourself. Whoever works with you will work with you. But I've never tried to oversell or overpromise, or, you know, I'm definitely going to do my best, you know. If it felt like an oversell or overpromise to you, you know, that means my best. Clearly, in our heads, were different, you know what I mean? But in this industry, man, the creative space, I'll always give my best, you know.
So the work, I mean, what I'm getting from that is the quality of the work will speak for you and get you into rooms and in contact with the people that it needs to.
Yeah, that's all I tell my teams, like, guys, if we don't work, we don't eat. That's just, the Bible says. It's not even me.
You need to toil.
Yeah, you have to work, you know. We place here to work, you know. And if you gonna write off somebody's work ethic, it will show in life, in future. It will show, you know. So that's the thing about me, is that work is one thing I keep, man. Learn, you know. I didn't go to school to study videography, photography. You know? I was working, decided myself, I'm gonna buy myself a camera, because I was on a shoot. They were shooting a steer's ass, doing photography, so the pictures just looked dope. I was like, yo, hey, camera.
How do I do this?
Yeah, I'm like, wow. These images, you know?
Yeah.
These images look dope.
Yeah.
Then I was like, nah, I have to buy myself this thing.
Yeah.
You know? I bought myself a camera, and till then, man.
Now we're here.
I've been rocking with the camera, like, been rocking with the cameras ever since, man.
And what is it about being behind camera? So even when you saw that picture, how would you describe it? So if you ask me why psychology and why I do this thing, I genuinely love hearing people's stories. I genuinely love seeing people well. And so many of us are not well, right? And so I feel alive when somebody comes and God brings them and he says, okay, you have a part to play in their wellness. I may not always be part of, like, till the end of the journey, but just being part of it. And then they come back and I see them over time being well. I feel like, so for you, what do you get when you behind that lens?
Yeah. A lot, eh? Because I've worked with different types of people. People who don't have budgets, people who have budgets, people who are trying out projects, people who just want to start something, you know? Because it always reminds me, you start somewhere and different faces always show you, I don't want to be there. Yes, you have the money, but I don't want to be there, you know? I'd rather be with the people that want to grind, really love the creativity, you know? So when I'm behind that lens, man, it's just for me to picture something in my head to like, yo, this is what I wanted to do, and now it's tangible. You know what I mean? From shooting it, editing, choosing this angle and stuff, just those little small things, you know? And just like, these are actually just like now 3 individual clips, but to put them together and make them seamless to look like something that's, you know, really dope, you know? So for me, that's just like the output of creating. I really just love creating, you know? Whether it comes out good or bad, you know, I'm like, I need to improve on this. I need to improve on that, you know? So just that process for me, what's going to turn out when I'm behind, I'm like, yo, I wonder how I'm going to.
How do you stay inspired? How do you, how do you stay inspired?
Oops, I ask myself that question a lot of times. There's days where I'm not inspired at all, you know? Like right now with the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm not inspired at all, you know? But that's what I'm saying.
Do you think you're not inspired, or you have
I think I'm too much of a creative.
imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
Or you too judgmental on yourself? Like, what do you think it is? Because you launched that thing months ago. I subscribed and I'm like...
I know, and I have like 7 subscribers. I'm so happy. I was like, but you ain't got nothing. Like, he's motivated. I think I just love creativity, man. I'm not going to lie to you, I just love creativity. Anything, that's why I think I don't want to box myself. I don't want to say I'm a photographer. Because once you get a roadblock in photography, like saying, it becomes boring. But now if I know myself, like, okay, I'm not want to do photography today, I can just go to video. I can just go check what's out there. I'm like, oh man, this is what's happening. If I'm not on video, I can go say, oh, sound, oh, what's happening there. I'm always Pinterest, or what's happening in clothing, you know? So sometimes videos in clothing might inspire a video for something, for another project. You know what I mean? So I'm always scrolling, save, scroll, save, you know? So that keeps my brain also.
What do you think you need to press post?
For me to say post.
Yeah, like on your YouTube channel. So just to give you background, this guy, I spoke to this guy, was it 2 years ago now?
Hey, wait, finish the story first. I'm not gonna just
expose yourself. I spoke to you 2 years ago about starting a podcast together. I was like, oh yeah, I've got this idea, and I think you're the perfect co-host.
The thing is,
and then
you
didn't press post.
I know,
and then I had to go by myself.
The thing is, no, that time, Bro Beans, I was trying to grow this thing, and I'm so not used to being in front of the camera. I told you really.
But you already had something in front of the camera.
So those Bro Beans posts that I make, that was me getting used to being in front of the camera.
No, before that, you had a show with what's that?
Big Star.
Yeah, with Big Star.
Yeah, but Big Star was the host.
Yeah, but you were there.
I started the first episode because I wanted to start something.
Okay.
But then Star, because he was my first guest.
Yeah.
But then I was like, yo, good shot. It was for me to reel him in because I know I can't do this thing.
So that's what it is. You feel like you can't do it.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like I can't do it. Hence why the Bro Beans BTS stuff, I started doing them because I wanted to break out that mold of being in front of the camera. You know what I mean? So that was it's my practice of like, okay, this is how I'm going to be in front of the camera and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now it's easier. Now what I'm struggling with now for my channel is, what the hell are you going to put? Because I don't want to put something that's same to my Bro Beans stuff. I really want it to be something like my journey. I was thinking about it to be my entrepreneurship journey, you know, starting the clothing line or whatnot, really giving it a real story, not just, hey, like, yo, today I'm struggling because, you know,
Do you think it has to do with what we were talking about earlier, identity coming into yourself? Because I think sometimes if we are still, and we're forever on that journey, I don't think you ever come into yourself. And if you get to that point, something is wrong because you've now stagnated or you've stopped growing or being curious, right? But I think when you are still in the, how would I put it? I think in the beginning stages or the vulnerable stages of coming into yourself, it's very fragile. It's vulnerable. Like it's scary, right? You still getting used to who this person is, and it can be scary to share that person with people because once you put things out there, right? Once this is out there, we're basically inviting feedback.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not feedback you're ready to hear or want to hear.
Aish. Yeah. Well, with my personal stuff, I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, with my personal stuff, I can shoot and stuff. It's what I want to put out there.
So you're
Do you know?
perfectionist?
No, I'm not a perfectionist.
No.
My Bro Beans stuff, BTS, I just shoot, I edit now, I post. Don't really care. I don't. My hair sometimes. Do you know what I'm not a perfectionist. It's what I want. Like I'm saying, I'm in the space where I care what I put out, especially if it's something that's coming from me, you know. Like right now, I was thinking about doing a show with my son, you know. And I was like, but I want to ask him because I wanted also to be a page where if my son, if something, God forbid, in the future happens to me, he has that place.
Something.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm also thinking, like, whoever's watching, because YouTube is very saturated. People are just like, so for me sometimes it feels like so much negative stuff there, you know. I want it to be a place where I can chill, like even have open conversations with gents. Do you know what I'm saying? But I know at the same time, it's not gonna take a lot of guys to open up. They'll be, we're doing it. Then when you have to do it, it's like, but we're vulnerable here. So with me, when I do my stuff, I know I can execute and do it easily, and I don't think too much about it. It's when I have a lot of noise in my head. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like how I look there. Guys, do you think the episode is gonna be nice? Do you think people are gonna like it? That's when.
Okay, so you're very self-critical. You're very analytical of self.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, if you're saying it has to do with...
I take people's messages very... How can I say? Not even sensitive. Yeah, maybe I'm a very critique because you're the psychologist. Eh?
Well, think of it this way, right? One, I would say it's easy to say shut down the noise, but maybe do an exercise where you write down the noise. You know, there's something about writing something down and you see what's living in your head, right? That's one. And then how much of what you've written down has to do with us and our opinions and what you think we're going to think.
Yeah.
Right? And how much we think people are going to think. Oftentimes, we think 10 times worse about ourselves. That's why I'm saying, I wonder if it has to do with being self-critical and judgmental. Nobody can make you feel something that you don't already feel about yourself. If I say to you, that hoodie is whack. You see how you didn't flinch?
Yeah.
Because you don't think so. You don't fundamentally believe that hoodie is ugly. You actually like it.
Yeah.
Right? But if I say something else and it lands, yes, it may come from me, but there's a small part of you internally that believes it.
Yeah.
And that's the internal work. Having to work on the questions or the feedback that I think people are going to give me. How much of me believes that that's true? Yeah.
Yeah, you do have a point. There's certain things probably like, if I care about it, it's like, and it's some things I get a comment that's like, yo.
Yeah, there's a part of you that feels it's true.
Yeah.
I just voiced it.
No, true. And I've felt about it. I was always like, in my mind, right, is that it's those moments where it's like, yo, man, come on, big O. It's you, big dog. You know, you can get out of it. But I never, the small things, like when the moment I really pay attention, like, yo, okay. But then I'm just like, okay, blah, 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 analyze, sharp. Then life moves. I look at the bigger things, but like you're right, there's that one thing that I don't know what it is.
And then when you recognize that, okay, what Hopelang said is true, whether it was negative feedback or criticism, whatever it is, and it lands, then you have to ask yourself, how much of it is the best that I can give, right? Have I poured my all into it? Or am I a perfectionist? Because you also, I think, as a creative, need to let it go. You have to create.
That's why
You have to give quality.
Mm.
Then you have to let it go. If you can't let it go, you're dealing with perfectionism. And if you're dealing with perfectionism, what is that about?
And I know we run out of time. The space that I'm in, that's what I'm saying, digital. People are chasing. That's why I think I went to digital lift advertising. Advertising has so much perfectionism happening.
Right.
You know, and that's why I left. I was like, yo, this thing's taking 6 months, you know, and now we have to wait for approval. I left advertising because that's where I'm free. You know, I create when I think about something artistic. I'm doing it now. Do you know what I'm saying? I've left that space, and I think because maybe I left the criticism world when somebody says, like, it probably reminds you, like, oh man, that world again. And I don't like that world. But that's why I'm in this world. Are we still having that?
Because that's not the real world. That's the truth. That's not like.
And I always say this.
There's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. So maybe it is a trigger, but man, I think you have so much to offer us. I want you to just post. Just put something out there.
Actually, posting is also a lot, bro.
Just press. You probably have so many archived things. Knowing you probably have archived.
You know what I
things
do when I
that could
have a
be-
lot of shooter stuff and Ernest hates it? I delete, man. Yeah, my wife is the one who has. That woman keeps archives. She's the one I say, when I need something, I go to her. My stuff is the social media stuff, content. But
this is a real thing. I think a lot of creatives and creators struggle with this. I struggled with it. It took me 5 years to do this podcast. 5 years, right? Because of imposter syndrome. And then I approached you because also, besides recognizing or hoping that we could do something together and thinking that it would be great, I also felt like I needed somebody. Right? But I had to sit back and be like, what is going on?
Sometimes you have to be put in the deep end to do it by yourself.
Do it by yourself. And I think the fear can be things like, do I have something worth saying? Am I relevant? Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody has a podcast. Everybody has a mic. I think too many of us have a mic. You know, but it's scary to bet on yourself.
It is scary to bet on yourself. It is very scary. But it's worth it, man. If you love it, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to always bet on myself.
And you do.
I'm always going
to. You have a whole brand, merch. You have a whole business.
Because I believe, Hopes, if you love something, guys, go do it, man.
Yeah.
Go do it. Because there's no way God can give you something, a dream, and you can't.
Are you talking to yourself right now?
Huh?
I hope you talking to yourself right now.
Yeah, I'm also I'm cooking here. When I get home,
this is for you to eat up.
Yeah, but also just like, I realized that it's possible, man. This whole paycheck every 30 days, I realized, it's possible. Dude, you can make money just to live and enjoy your life.
But not everybody's an entrepreneur, eh?
Not everybody's an entrepreneur, but everybody has a talent or a gift.
Fair. That is true. Ofi, thank you.
No, thank you. This is dope. We'll start our podcast.
Yeah.
I'll come to Dubai.
You'll come to Dubai.
And we'll do our podcast. Definitely do
and we'll be transitioning. I'm going to transition this thing. I have to.
Yeah.
Or merge it. I don't know actually what's
dope. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And the guests that you've been having.
Yeah. Do you watch?
Yeah, I saw Fred's. When Fred was there, I was like, Fred,
my guy.
How the hell Fred make it here? And I didn't even make it. I was like, and you in Dubai. I was like, yo, Fred made it.
Nah,
you told me, you were pushing back to back. I was like, shit.
I've got a list. I'm cooking. I've got like a list for season 4 already. And I'm like, I have to ask people.
Yeah, shut up, man. It's dope.
It's also a timing thing.
Yeah.
I have a whole list of people I want to interview. But then God says, not this season. And for a reason. And when I meet people.
Actually, that's tough. When God says, not now.
Yeah. When I meet people, every time I have a guest and I ask them, they don't know when I had the list, right? I made my list last year. You were on that list. Then through talking to them, you hear, that time that you were going to ask them, it wasn't the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't the time. They were navigating other things that would have prevented the episode from even happening. For example, sometimes, right? But
dope, man. I'm glad. I'd like seeing my friends start their own things, man.
Thank
really
you.
Pushing.
Did you subscribe?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's check. Yeah, let's share.
The Bro Beans one though. I started my other one. I didn't. Ish, I'm still taking. Let me cook there first.
One last thing.
Yeah.
We have a tradition here. I'm gonna ask you to trust me for like 30 seconds. Close your eyes. It's just me. And I want you to tune into your 5 senses. See the images in your mind, the things you can smell, how the clothes feel on your skin, what sounds you're hearing. And I want you to think out loud with us for 30 seconds. Think Ofentse Rangaka, blooming but I fly. What is next for you?
What's next for me is buying land, bruh.
Oh.
Buying land. Getting closer to God, man. I feel like that's my thing right now. Yeah, that's what's next for me, to be honest. Then God will handle the rest. I don't want to think too much. Yeah.
Nice. I pray for that. I pray into that. I pray that
Thank you.
you get that land back, yo.
Yeah. Nah, we definitely want to get the land, bruh.
But that relationship with God will definitely get all the desires of your heart.
Tough one, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you in season 4.
I'll see you in season.
Bye, guys.